Hello everyone. Today we'll go through the features of Java 10. Java 10 we have var keyword, then list.copy of, set.copy of, map.copy of, then optional dot or else throw, then G1 becomes default GC, then JVM performance improvements. So these are the few features which I have mentioned here, but there are more features which have changed in Java 10 as well. So we will see it now. So local variable type interference, var keyword. So what it introduce? Var keyword. And how var keyword is useful? Like in Java 10, introduce the var keyword for local variables. Before Java 10, string name equals to James. We'll write like this: int age equals to 30, and then we will make the name of the array list with name. Then Java 10, after Java 10, what it we can how we can declare? We can declare var name equals to James, var age equals to 30, var name equals to new array list string. So the compiler will automatically determine the type this from the right hand side. From this declaration, they will automatically determine what is the type of the variable. For name it is a string, for age it is int, and for name is equal to the list of collection of list. So for example, like where name James, the compiler understands string name. Similarly for age it becomes int, and where does not mean Java becomes dynamically typed. Java is still strong and statically typed. The type is determined at compile time. So the type is determined at compile time. So second change is where is only for local variable. So where is only used in local variable. So you cannot use where everywhere. So where name equals to John, that is valid. But inside the for loop, like where I equals to 0, I is less than 10, I plus plus. So this can also be valid. But inside a method where test method is there and where number equals to 100, that is invalid as an instance variable. So where we can use only in local variables, not in instance variable. So then after that, invalid is method parameter as well. We cannot use it as in method parameter. That is also wrong declaration. So invalid as return type. Return type is also it is invalid. So only where we can use in a local variable. So remember, Java 10 where is for local variable type interference, not dynamic typing. So then third change is where requires initialization. This is invalid. If we declare it var name, then it is not valid. We need to initialize it. Why? Because the compiler has no information to determine the type. So we need to initialize after that only. So we need to initialize after that only. The compiler will understand. So if var name equals to John's, then compiler can understand that it is a string. Then fourth change is var cannot be initialized as null. We cannot initialize var name equals to null. The compiler doesn't know whether it should be string or integer object, etc. Whatever the type is. So it cannot understand. So we need to initialize with some value, not with null. So where with collections? This is where can make code much cleaner. So without where, so this is like without where map initialization of employees of type integer and list of type string, new hash map integer list and type. With where, what it look like where employees, we don't need to initialize this part, and where employees a new hash map integer list string, it will take it from the right hand side. So the compiler knows the exact type. So this code will look like much cleaner as compared to the previous version. So this is the change. And hash map integer list string, but be careful, the declared infer type is based on the initializer, where list equals to new array string. Here's the infer type is array list string. So we just need to initialize it, like we just need to write this part. It is not automatically changed to list string, it will not change to list string. So this is the where keyword. Then we have where with anonymous classes. Where can also be useful with anonymous classes. For example, where employees equals to new employee, void print details system dot employee. So we can also use where with anonymous classes. Without where, accessing method specific to the anonymous class can be awkward because the variable would normally be declared using the superclass interface types. So we can also use with anonymous classes. So then the other change is unmodifiable collection improvement. So Java 10, what it added? List.copy of, list set.copy of, map.copy of. This create unmodifiable copy copies of existing collections. Like we have created a array list, then we have added some values to it. Then we just immutable names. We just create one another list from the copy of names. From the above array list, we have create the immutable names. Then immutable names, we just want to add Alex, one new object in it. Then it throws the unsupported operation exception. So different from Java 9. In Java 9, we just use list.off. List.off John Sam we useful for creating a new immutable collection. So list.copy of is useful when you already having an existing collection and want an unmodified copy. So List.copy of we use when we already have a collection and we just want to make a copy of that collection in an unmodifiable form. So that similarly set.copy of and map.copy of. This is also works like this. Then optional improvement. In optional class, we have one method or else through. This that is also added in Java 10. Java 10 added a no argument optional dot or else through. Before we can say before Java 9, sorry, before Java 10, string name is equal to optional name dot or else throw no such element exception new. So after Java 10, string name optional name dot or else throw. If the optional is empty, it throws no such element exception. This is basically shorter form of the common pattern. So this is also a change. So we have the introduction of or else throw. And then in ninth, garbage collector improvements. In Java 10, introduced improvement to garbage collection. One important change was the introduction of garbage first garbage collector as a default GC. Before Java 10, parallel GC was generally the default. From Java 10, G1 becomes the default garbage collector. Before Java 10, parallel GC was a generally default GC, but after Java 10, G1 becomes the default garbage collector. G1 GC G1 stands for garbage first garbage collector. Then it divides the Java heap into multiple regions. Conceptually, Java heap Reg 1, Reg 2, Reg 3, Reg 4, Reg 5, Reg 6, Reg 7, Reg 8. Instead of treating the heap as one large continuous area, G1 works with region and prioritize regions containing the most reclaimable garbage. Why G1? Now why G1 is introduced? It is designed for large heaps, more predictable pause times, better GC control, reduce long pauses. For enterprise Java application, this is an important Java topic. So we can say it's an important change that parallel GC is changed to G1 as default. So in Java 10, this is the change which came. Then the 10th change is application class data sharing, app CDS. Java 10 extended class data sharing to application classes. The goal is to improve startup time, memory footprint. The JVM can share class metadata between multiple JVM processes. So share class data JVM1, JVM2. So now the class data can be shared between the multiple JVM processes. So this can reduce the amount of memory each JVM needs to load the same class metadata. So it helps with the memory improvement as well. So this is also a change. Then thread local handshakes. Java 10 introduced thread local handshakes. This is mainly at a JVM level improvement. Previously, certain JVM operations could require a global save point, meaning many all application threads had to reach a save point. Thread local handshakes allow the JVM to perform certain operations on individual threads without requiring a global save point. This can improve JVM performance and responsiveness. So these changes are for the JVM performance and responsiveness improvement. So then the 12 changes heap allocation or alternative memory devices. Java 10 added support related to allocating the Java heap on alternative memory devices such as non-volatile memory technologies. This was mainly a JVM platform level improvement. I would rather so this is also a change heap allocation on alternative memory devices. So Java 10 added support related to allocating the Java heap on alternative memory devices. So this is also a JVM platform level improvement. So JVM improvement also happened with this kind of change. So I would remember Java 10 in this order. So what are the changes in Java 10? Then these are the changes. What are the important features are where local variable type interference very high, where local variable changes very high. Then list.copy of set.copy of map.copy of that is also a high important. Then optional dot it or else through that is also a high change. Then G1 garbage collector become default, that is also a high change. Application class data sharing, that is a medium change. Then thread local handshake, that is a low and medium change. And that is alternative memory heap support, that is also a low change. So Java 10 introduced local variable type interference using where immutable collections copy methods such as list.copy of set.copy of and map.copy of. The no argument optional dot else throw or else throw. So the no argument optional dot or else throw that is also came, and several JVM improvements including G1 as a default garbage collector, application class data sharing, and thread local handshakes. So these are the main changes. Thanks for watching.